a saying called stop and smell the roses. It means to become calm and reflect upon the finer or more enjoyable things in life, especially when one has become overworked or overly stressed. There are a lot of things that are changing in my life at the moment, which I can't reveal just yet. And I think it's an accumulation of that along with external stresses. And then on top of that, not getting the right amount of sleep. That's where the body is finally saying, screw you! You need a timeout because you're burning. You are burning. Your body is a car. And if you don't service your car regularly, you don't take care of it when you're moving the gears, you don't change your oil regularly, shit is gonna happen to your car. Mentally, this is how I was, right? I did not have any enthusiasm for life. I was just feeling very empty and depressed. For what reasons? I don't know. Because I was thinking, hey, I've got my family, I've got things going on for me. Why should I feel depressed? And this is why sleep is so important for me. But the problem is I don't know why I can't sleep. I can't. I'm just so wired in my brain. When you are tired from stuff that's going on in your life, you have to stop and smell the roses. If not, your roses are just gonna stink so bad. You may be going like, she works out, she eats clean, so what's the problem? Sometimes internal imbalances in your body that you're not aware of. Like I found out I am magnesium deficient, and the reason I was able to find out was because I took this test which my coach made me take at the very beginning of my online coaching program, and it's called the Braverman personality test. This test is actually great for athletes. Part 1 is where it determines your dominant personality type, and then part 2 is where it determines what you could be deficient on. And through this test, I found out I was majorly deficient on magnesium. I'll provide you the link, but I'm not going to go into the details about this test because it was going to take too long, and I'm not a person who is qualified or I know how to explain it in full myself. I just know that my coach gave it to me and it made me understand a bit more about myself. Let me tell you what the symptoms when you are magnesium deficient. You're going to feel irritable, anxious, lethargic, fatigue, memory loss, anorexic, loss of appetite, muscle weakness, muscle cramps, vertigo, and in serious cases, you could even go into depression, dementia. Some people may have PCOS problems. When you are lacking magnesium, it is not fun. Here is the sad truth. In this day and age, you're not going to be able to get enough magnesium nutrients into your body because 1, foods are being processed, and 2, the soil conditions are no longer the same back, say, 50 to 60 years ago because of pollution. And 3, your eating habits have also changed. This day and age, most of the people are eating fast food, things which are processed. And do you think you're going to get natural magnesium minerals from that? No. So when I found out that I was magnesium deficient, for a female at the age of 19 to 30 is about 310 milligrams a day. Those are the recommended dietary allowances. For a person who's deficient like myself, I need at least 2,000 milligrams per day. And when I'm on my period, I have to amp it up even more. I have a feeling that I have not been taking enough magnesium of late. I thought I was, but apparently I'm not. And I think with all the stress that's been adding on, it just doesn't help. There are shitloads of different kinds of magnesium out there, and you want to get the type of magnesium which is able to absorb straight into your system, which means it's of high bioavailability. I'm just gonna make it simple for you, alright? These are the ones that I take, but you don't have to quote me on it, but this is what I found from my research, okay, and also from what my coach told me. I always find magnesium supplementations which has these: magnesium malate, magnesium threonate, glycinate, orotate, and taurate. Those are good kinds of magnesiums because then you get it into your system, all right? The ones that I usually stay clear from are like magnesium oxide, citrate, sulfate, chloride. These are poor in bioavailability. Some companies, what they do is they say, yeah, this is magnesium, but they use magnesium oxide, which is like the cheaper type. So yeah, just stay away from magnesium oxide if possible. Let me just share with you the kind of magnesiums I take, and by no means is this a promo for any brand in particular, right? I just feel that it's important because most of my supplementations, I do take it from Optimum Nutrition. I'm just gonna be frank on that, all right? What I have is this one, magnesium malate, and from Source Naturals, and this one from Doctor's Best. Once again, read the labels before you buy any kind of supplementation or before you buy any kinds of food. The other thing I use is magnesium flakes. This is from Elements Magnesium. No, this is not meant to be eaten. Which I thought it was because it looked like coconut flakes. But no, you're not supposed to eat this. You're supposed to dump this into warm water and you soak your feet into it and let it absorb into your body. For a really good effect, you've seen this in my previous episode where I dunk my entire body into my baby pool in the bathroom with magnesium flakes. I felt super calm after that. Maybe that's why I haven't done it in a while. I just want to put out there that when you do the Braverman psych test, I have my coach to analyze the results for me. So once you do the test, yes, you do get new knowledge about your body and whatnot, but please get someone who is a professional, someone who actually knows about psychology and about nutrition and about the human anatomy to really take a look at your results. Don't just simply go like, oh, okay, I can figure this out by myself. Another thing that I want to share is that while I was tired last week, that was when food got really difficult for me because I kept on thinking a lot about sweet stuff. In a really good way, how I also know I was lacking magnesium, my body was craving chocolate like mad. So if you're lacking magnesium like how I was and you're craving chocolates and other kinds of cake and sugary stuff, it's probably magnesium. Magnesium and also protein. I was not able to hit my protein macros last week because I just lost my appetite. It correlates with the magnesium deficiency thing. As for my workout, I only managed 3 sessions last week, which is terrible. But I'm glad that I came out actually stronger because I had the 3 days of rest. Finished my workout, I completed it. I'm so happy with myself. And I also amped up the weights and the sets. There are going to be times where after a long day, you don't feel like completing your workout. And to be honest, I messed up my programming a little bit. And then once all that was done, the compound movements, the heavier stuff, went on to abs. I really contemplated, can I just do like 3 sets when it's supposed to be 5? The best feeling is when you complete your entire workout and you're like, yes! Whoever that is working hard, and when you feel like cheating on your sets, don't do it. That's the time when you really should be doing your sets. I can live with that. And how I actually gauge whether I'm doing all right, because my food was pretty much on point, and how I gauge what my physique is like, if I can still see abs, I'm happy. That just means stuff is still going all right. If I felt a bit bloated, that could be just because I was tired and I was not rested enough and I was not drinking enough water. Before I go, I want to share with you some motivation because it was serious motivation for me. Over the weekend, 2 bodybuilding competitions happened. There was NABA Grand Prix in Singapore. That was the federation that I took part for my very first competition in Malaysia. And there was also the WBFF Worlds in London. WBFF stands for World Beauty, Fitness and Fashion Inc. And that is one federation I really hope at some point in my life I would get to grace that stage. Step by step, shall we? The reason I want to talk about it is because one of my favorite fitness idols and a good friend of mine took part for WBFF in London. My fitness inspiration, Hattie Boydell, I've mentioned her before. Let me just give you a brief idea, okay? Hattie, she once upon a time shared a little bit about how definitely came from a very dark space and she was able to rebuild herself, her mind, her body through fitness. I've been following her for a good half a year now and I have never been so inspired. I've never felt such admiration for one female. She was defending her WBFF Pro Diva Fitness crown. Unfortunately, she was not able to defend that title. She got second placing, but still, she handed over the crown in the most graceful manner. What I learned from this is how much of a great sport she is. I mean, her physique was freaking hell, it was crazy amazing. I mean, just take a look at that physique. Anyway, so congratulations to Hattie Boydell. Serious inspiration. Do find her and get inspired yourself. And the other person who really, I tell you, I'm so proud of her, okay? Sharon, she's my very good friend, but she debuted herself for the first time in the WBFF, a stage which is filled with so many people that have worked their asses off, and hers was a different category. Hers was a transformation category. And for her to go from once upon a time a girl who had so many issues in regards to food, and then transforming into this amazing, strong, feminine warrior of a butterfly. I mean, will you just look at her? Look at her. Sharon, my dear girl, I tell you, I'm so proud of you. God, I really wish I was there in London to wave a freaking placard and say, "Go, Sharon!" You know how much I love you, and you are inspiring so many people in the world. Please follow her. Her Instagram is Sassy Shazly. Find her and be incredibly inspired. And with that, I leave you for this week's vlog. I do hope you learned something, and if you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Do let me know what else you want me to share with you. I'll do my best to research it out for you in the comments below. And do find me on social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. You know the drill. I wish you a blessed week ahead, and may the gains be forever in your favor.